What's happening, guys? What's going on? Saturday morning. A beautiful Saturday morning, about 9:30. Got a little dusting of snow last night. I woke up to the car having a little dusting on it. We had to clean it off before we went food shopping. Cold and windy out, but it's supposed to get warm. We're supposed to be close to 50 by this afternoon, and then in the 50s tomorrow with less wind. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. A little update on the Ramblers 69 dedication build. I'm having a tough time debating on whether I want to paint this metal. I shined it up. And I'm kind of liking the look of it. My thought process now is to just paint the accent color of the plastic, which would be the hood, the rumble seat, and it does have a rumble seat, the front seat, the rims, and the pieces that go in the hood. The pieces that go in this. I mean, it's really shined up good, and I'm still not done with it. I was talking to Tom last night, as a matter of fact. We were texting. I had a question for him about something, and he told me to go get one of these green scrubbing pads. And I already tried it, and it does seem to make it shine a little more, so I think I'm going to cut this up into a manageable piece and do this whole car all over again. But yeah, the way it's looking, guys, I'm really not thinking of painting the metal. I'm really liking the bare metal look. I'll show it to you in a second. I'm marking it up. I'm telling you, this is this kit's from 1963. It's an original 1963 Hubley kit. Like I said, Tom said he found it at his show, and he was very kind, gracious enough to pass it on to me. So I was trying to de-chrome, take off some of the chrome, and I put it in my purple pond. I use Super Clean. I've never had a problem with it. It's worked on anything I've ever shoved in there. It's worked on paint, anything. So I stick with that. It's biodegradable. It's called Super Clean. I got it on Amazon. Yeah, like I said, I've never had a problem with it. It takes everything off. I stuck some of the chrome in last night, and I came down this morning. Wobbly mode, boys. Hang on. I came down this morning to this mess. So those are all going to have to be. I don't know what the hell is on it. So I hope I didn't ruin anything. I'm pretty sure that comes off. Because what the hell? I did something else. I de-chromed something else, and it had the same thing on it. But I got it off. Oh, it was the stick shift. The shifter. But yeah, it's just funky stuff, man. Funky stuff. So, and there's the car. I'm really having a hard time wanting to paint this. Like I said, I got the motor in. The motor's all in. This is just all marked up, guys. Major catastrophe averted. Well, I caused it. There are two of them. And I'll show you the bad along with the good. I believe in that. So, oops. Hang on. Oh my God, my back. Oh, Jesus. Let me put you down. There we go. All right. So, in the first place, there's no glass. Not that I could find. I got to look in the box again, but I could not find any clear parts. that I see, which means I either make one, and I'm kind of opposed to that for the simple fact, come on, for the simple fact that there's really, excuse me, there's really no recess for that to fit into. I would have to glue it right onto the windshield itself, and that's kind of tough because you got a couple little things here that I'd have to go around, and I don't want to just glue it there. So I don't know, I might just leave it alone. Same thing with the back window, there's nothing there either. So, but yeah, what I did was I messed up twice. Alright, you guys know about the flash. I told you all about the flash. I had enough flash, I made a Hot Wheel. But yeah, on this part here, on the front here, there were two big that looked to me like slag ejector, molding pins, and because God knows I cut enough of them off of here. So I'm like, oh, okay, they must be pins like everything else. Snip, snip, file them down. Then I go looking at the directions. What they were was the piece that holds the front end together. Now, I probably should have looked before I went hacking. But like I said, they looked so much like it wasn't even funny. This right here, I cut that right off the car. So now I'm like, ah, shit, what the hell am I going to do now? Jesus Christ. So, I thought, and, back and forth, and what I came up with was, because you're not going to see it anyway. So, what I come up with was, I drew 2 holes, I put it on the car and screwed it down because there were 2, one on either side, and once you screw that down, this thing sits nice and tight, and it sits together. It sat together good. So I drilled a couple of holes, and I got myself a piece of brass, flat brass. Luckily, I had 2 screws. I'm going to have 2 screws left because they give you 1 extra of 2 of the screws. The other 4 screws are just for the tires. But there are 11 of one and, 7 of the other. And you need 10 and 6. But because I cut this thing off, I had 1 extra, which gave me 2 extra. And that's how I come up with this. But it holds it nice. It holds it nice together, nice and tight. And I had talked to Tom, and like he said, that's going to be on there, Charlie. He's going, you're never going to see it. And he's right. And even if you do see it, I mean, it looks halfway decent. You know what I mean? It doesn't look, it looks pretty good. So, but that was 1 screw up, and then I screwed up the roof. Another thing. It was a big square piece of plastic here. And I looked, and they don't really give you any good pictures of the thing. Of the hood, the roof rather, the roof. What they do give you though is a big explosion of the parts. So I went looking. Do you just barely see that little thing right there? Yeah, well, that's the corner of the piece. The piece of plastic that was on there was almost as big as my thumbnail. Because it fits in this hole. It fits, it would have it would have fit in there. But not looking and then, not really seeing, so I cut it off. But, I mean, it's going to sit on there anyway. I ain't really worried about it, but it ain't going nowhere. But that's my dilemma, is trying to figure out what color. So, we shall see. It's not going to be green. But, all right, I'm running out of time, boys. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. Peace out.